Me know about sardine, mackerel, bully beef, chicken foot, chicken neck, chicken back. Nothing I waste, nothing I dash way.
Wagwan, what's great? Chef John Morris again, man, presenting to you how to make Jamaican chicken foot and pumpkin soup. Yeah, man, I eat. All Jamaicans out there can put them hand on the Bible for that one. Yeah. We know, say yo, Saturday is a soup day. Regardless of whatever soup you're having, you know say mommy I make a soup, you know. So yeah, get yourself ready. Cause you know say a soup. If you don't want a soup, go on the road, go eat something else. See? Hit that thumbs up button if you agree with me. Not only Jamaica, but other Caribbean countries. Let me know if this is a tradition in your area just the same. You know what I'm saying? Now we're in the winter season. Soup is the best thing to help us to fight against some of those viral infections that are going around. Little flu and little cold here and there. You know what I'm saying? Along with your vitamin C. So without further delay, let me take you right into preparing this Jamaican style chicken foot and pumpkin soup. So forward, let me show you what go on. So with my stove on high heat, I'm going in with 4 cups of water. Adding 3 stalks of fresh thyme, which is already washed, and 4 cloves of sliced garlic. At your local grocery store, you can find your pumpkin to buy. This is the pumpkin you want to look for. So pay close attention to the skin. You realize it has like a green and white pattern and it's very firm. If you're living in the United States, Canada, England, or any foreign country for that matter, and you cannot find this specific pumpkin, you can go with their pumpkin, but just use less because their pumpkin tend to be a bit sweet. Just gonna cut these up into cubes and drop them in our boiling water. So to peel that, just gonna pour this out. Not too deep, you don't want to get too much of that out. If you have a glove, you can wear that because this tend to stain. Just gonna give this a wash. Chop these up roughly. So I'm just going to be using a pound of the pumpkin because it's very rich and dry, so we're going to get the perfect color that we're looking for. So forward, let me show you what I'm going. We're going to add a teaspoon of salt just to get the flavor going from the get-go, right? Cover that and allow this to cook for 10 to 15 minutes on high heat. So while our pumpkin is cooking, we're going to start on the dough. Right, because we're going to put some nice cornmeal dumpling in this. Now to learn how to make your homemade cornmeal dumplings, click that link above and it will take you right over where we prepare our cornmeal dumpling, right? And there you have it, that's your dough. So just wrap this, put it down in the meantime so that it does dry out, and that's how quick and easy to make your dumplings. Call this chocho in the Caribbean. Other people may know this as coyote. Now to peel this, real simple. Cut that into 4 quarters. Remove the seeds from the center. It's like an apple, and peel off the outer part. Now you could have done this totally opposite, but I like to do my stuff differently. You could have peeled it before you cut it up, right? Alright, I'm just gonna cut that now to some small cubes. So perfect sizes. I'm gonna get myself a carrot. Cut that into half again. We'll just cut it on the slant, right? So not too thick, not too thin. So like that. And I'm gonna go in with 2 Irish potatoes, small size, because it's a small soup. What this does is to add body to the soup. Cut that in half, so just like that, right? Up next, we're gonna get our corn. Cut off the edge. Just cut this like that. Cut some into half and leave some whole. You don't want them looking too chunky in the soup. It's a nice little bite size in everybody's bowl. I'm gonna go in with 3 stalks of green onion. Can't really call this scallion because our Jamaican scallion have like the roots red, but scallion is the way to go. So that's perfect, along with some more fresh thyme and a nice green scotch bonnet pepper. Not gonna chop this one up. Here now we have our yam, right? Gonna get the yam. This is a nice Jamaican yellow yam. I don't have any lime, so I'm gonna use some lemon juice. just to prevent it from oxidizing, and that is getting brown. I'm gonna cut that into 3, cut it into half. Nice, it's a bite size. I don't want to go too chunky with my yam, and that's the size I'm looking for. Add some water on there, and just before we add this into the soup, we're gonna rinse this off and ensure that we wash off the lime, because you don't want your soup to become sour. Our vegetables looking colorful and radiant. So I started out with about 4 cups of water, and it has reduced down to about 2. Before you put the yam in, however, you want to add some more water. So I'm going in with 2 more cups. The pumpkins are now soft, and that's what you want. Just break up a few of this, and that way you get more color in your soup, right? Turn that up to max and allow it to boil. Alright, I'm just going to wash off the lime off the yam now. So now that it's up to a boil again, I'm gonna add in our yams. Immediately I'm gonna add my Irish potatoes. Alright, so while that's going, I'm gonna start off with our dough. Just pinch it. Some people like the dough big, some like them small. Pinch a nice size like that. Just gonna roll it in the palm. Just like that. Use your thumb. Squeeze it in the middle like that. Nice little dumpling. Don't want anything too big in our soup. Well, at least for me. If you want them bigger, you can go bigger, right? Then another one, you pinch just a similar size again, roll it out in the palm, and then you're gonna roll it into like a cylinder. So like that. And we call this the spinners, you know? I'm gonna go half and half. Half spinners and half regular. There you go. Give that a stir, just so your stuff doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. And remember, we had this on high heat. Now we're going to reduce our heat now to medium, because we couldn't put the yam and the dumpling in the water while it was cold, because everything would have stuck together, right? Gonna cover this. While that's cooking, I'm going to work on the chicken foot. So forward, show you what I'm going. I know a lot of my international supporters gonna be afraid of this, but believe it or not, that's how we do it in a Jamaica, man. Yeah, man, chicken foot. Yeah, them say tall fingernail can't cook. Lie, them I tell. Ladies, you can look beautiful and still cook, and cook good too. But do not cook the toenail them in the soup. Yeah? Don't give to no boyfriend or no husband no toenail in the soup. And don't be grossed out until you try this, okay? I know that when I get a proper pedicure, could they? Nails them look better for me. Nice and longy. Only thing you need is some nail polish. Click like if our nails them nice. Though, first thing you want to do, you want to remove the nails. Just cut it right there. Enough. Because you know sometimes the nails goes beyond the point there. So you just cut them off like that. Ensure that all of them are cut off. So you double check them. Just turn it on the slant like that. Just press down. So some people may do it like that, while others may leave them whole. Sometimes you may see right here with a yellow casing. In this case, we don't have that. All you have to do is remove it. We're gonna go in with some pure white vinegar. You know how a thing go. Have to wash with me. Get some water on there. Throw that water off. We're gonna rinse it again. You don't want this tasting like vinegar, right? But you want to cut away some of that rawness and get the meat clean. Go in with a bit of sea salt, about a teaspoon. Rub it in, rub it in. Some people may argue, but to each his own or her own. I normally like to scald off my chicken foot for about 5 to 10 minutes, get it a bit soft, and to remove a little bit of that fat, because I don't like when my soup look oily. So follow me, show you what I want, man. We're going to be using cock soup, which has natural chicken flavor. You know what I say, so no need for worry. And of course, we're not going to cook this entirely. 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're gonna add that straight into our soup. So this was what I was telling you about. No one wants this in their food. It's just not appealing, right? We're just gonna strain that right off. We just rinse that off. Beauty. I'm gonna have to do a pot change. This pot is way too small for the amount of food I have. Add in my corns, carrots, and chocho. Way too much food for that small pot. So far, I started off with 4 cups of water. It reduced down to 2. Then I added my yam and dumpling, and I added 2 more cups. So in total that's 6. Now this has reduced down to 3 cups. I'm gonna add in 3 more cups of water to that. Remember, it hasn't been flavored as yet, so don't you worry. You have to put enough water to balance out with the food. Unless you're one of those persons who like a lot of food in your soup, but I like to have a little bit of both. So that's perfect. You want to start seasoning with your Grace. And they're not paying me to do this, but this is what I grew up on. So I have to big up Grace with my Grace cock noodle. So I'm going to go in with the entire thing. Don't you worry, I'll leave a link down in the description, the specific amount that you'll need. So I'm going in with the original Scotch bonnet pepper, see? Some more fresh thyme and the green onions. And of course, I'm going to go in with this scallion here. I'm going to be adding in some all-purpose seasoning, but not until this comes to a boil and simmer down. You won't taste the flavor until this has come to a boil and starting to reduce and getting thick. So then and only then will we add the all-purpose seasoning. Just gonna cover that, put our heat on medium and allow that to cook 10 to 15 minutes until nice and thick as desired. So after 15 minutes, show you are good. So after 20 minutes, it has reduced and this is what it looks like. Now we're gonna add our all-purpose seasoning. I'm gonna go in with a tablespoon first. So a heaped tablespoon. Mix that in. Just gonna allow this to boil for another 5 minutes just to get that season cooked out and to evenly distribute the flavor right through. So there you have it, how to prepare chicken foot soup here on Morris Time Cooking It. Once again, thank you very much for watching and do remember to hit that subscribe button for more amazing videos like these. Until next time, safe travel on the gravel and go and big up on yourself.
But know you're fast, girl, and have to tell me. Cause any man can feed you. So that's why I always take me to the kitchen. Yeah, yeah, yeah.